Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of March 10th through the 16th, 2025. We have the eclipse this week. I already posted your eclipse season reading, so go check that out on my channel. And if you're watching this as I post, I just want to let you guys know that until March 9th, so like 2 days from the time that I'm posting this, you can get $200 off of my online tarot reading course. So if you're interested in learning how to read tarot, if you're interested in developing your mediumship abilities and even starting your own spiritual business, go get that now. Use the keyword Pisces at checkout. That'll give you $200 off. Okay. Aries, let's see. First card out for you is the Hierophant. Very beautiful. It definitely feels like you are learning from a teacher or some sort of spiritual guru, some sort of leader, or even just like finding people who are wise, elders who can give you great advice. This could even be representative as like therapists, life coaches, even just traditional teaching, or even like finding a really amazing self-help book that you're following and it really changes your life, The Hierophant tends to come out when there's some sort of like life-changing advice that comes through from someone who is really self-actualized or masterful at something that they're teaching. We see you in this sort of student dynamic here. You may also be teaching if you yourself have any skills, talents, wisdoms that you're quite masterful at. You may be being seen as a leader, a guru, someone who others look up to and they say, I'm going to follow that Aries. We have the Five of Swords, walking away. Right next to the Hierophant, some of you guys may be distancing yourself from people due to differences in beliefs. Also, there's two fives here. The Hierophant is the fifth major arcana card, and we have the Five of Swords. The number 5 is all about change. So this is going to be a week of intense change, which does not surprise me because on the 14th, we have that lunar eclipse in Virgo. This will be an intense time of endings. And we see that here, walking away, separation, and next to that, Temperance in reverse. This is an emotional ending. Emotions are quite high here. Whenever Temperance comes out in reverse, it's like not having a grip emotionally. It's very emotionally overwhelming. And you know what? That may be why you're walking away, because it's like, I don't want to deal with the emotional intensity of this. And you know what? Actually, this could be like, for instance, walking away from people who are constantly in a state of peril, drama, victimhood, etc., etc. It's like after years and years and years, it's like, you know what? You're not a victim. You're just choosing to continuously victimize yourself in life. And that's very draining to be around. I don't blame you for wanting to walk away from any individuals or situations like that, because that can really disrupt your peace, It's very important to be there for friends during times of emotional hurt and grieving and challenge for them. But when that becomes their status quo in life, it can be extremely draining, especially if they're going to you for advice or you're just constantly being exposed to that heaviness. It can really take a toll on your personal mental health. And, I don't really blame people for separating and distancing themselves from friendships, family members that constantly choose to wear the heaviness of the world so tightly. It could be very draining. We have the Queen of Wands coming out in reverse, which is your feminine energy in a state of really needing some focus, some attention. And specifically, the Queen of Wands in reverse can be quite bossy, demanding, my way or the highway sort of thinking, dogmatic. Okay, so pay attention to any dogmatic beliefs that either you may carry or that the people around you may be carrying, where it's like, this is how I do this and this is the only way to do it. Try to avoid that thinking, and also try to avoid people who have that way of thinking, because it's just not the best. And next to that, we have the Two of Wands. The world is your oyster. I'm seeing here planning a future. We have the Ten of Swords as well. Wow, Ten of Swords right underneath that Temperance card in reverse. Emotional burnout. You know, I really feel a lot of you guys are avoiding emotional burnout. I like the Ten of Swords for you, actually, with this eclipse coming up this week, because I'm seeing the end. Ten of Swords represents an ending, a clear as day ending. There's no going back to this. Like, there's no recovering this sort of ending. Lots of closure here. An ending with lots of closure may be occurring for you this week. And specifically, it's an end of a time of Temperance in reverse energy, which is just emotional highs and lows. Like, are we doing this? Are we doing that? You know, an end of suffering, an end of just chaos and burnout and cycles that are extremely emotionally draining. So I actually really like the changes that are taking place for you this week. It can be, these are huge endings, okay? An ending of mental health cycles within yourself that's, like I said, keep you in a state of emotional overwhelm or feeling drained. For some of you, this may involve other additional endings, like walking away, setting boundaries with certain individuals that contribute negatively to those cycles, or certain foods or habits that contribute negatively to those cycles. So there may be a series of smaller endings in your life right now that contribute to this bigger ending of emotional turbulence, emotional highs, emotional lows, and keeping yourself stuck in that cycle. You know, you're finding temperance, you are finding your center, finding your peace. And there may, like I said, be a guiding light individual or teaching philosophy that is inspiring you to make these endings. I think you're really embracing the eclipse, embracing leaving the past way of doing things in the past and embracing this fresh new chapter, which is represented by this Two of Wands, planning your new life out. You already begun a sort of new life, you know, and you're in this energy of really like the world is my oyster, planning it out, and just excitement. There's a lot of excitement here. So I really like this energy. And you know what? For some of you, you may have had people walk away from you. And I feel like for whatever reason that may have been that they walked away from you, you have self-forgiveness for that. Okay, so I am seeing that as well, which is really good. Thank you so much for joining me, Aries. Crazy week ahead for everyone. I hope you enjoy. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below. Subscribe if you've not already. And watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, okay? If you want personal reading with me, one-on-one, link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Use the code word Pisces to get $200 off of my online tarot reading course until Sunday the 9th only, okay? That's March 9th, so you gotta hurry up on that. And yeah, if you would like shamanic life coaching with me or some homemade intention oils, all of that is on my website as well. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.